Hey Mystic members, Mystic Poet 82 here, and I will not be able to start Mystic Munchies this week, because I've basically been working a 6-day stretch. Tomorrow is day 6, and basically my only day off has been Sunday, and I went to the parents, so, yeah, that's kind of not really left me time to get stuff set up to do it. But I think this Sunday I won't go over. Unless, for some special reason, like if mom has some reason she wants me to go. And then maybe I can actually set up and do it next week. If not, it will have to wait till sometime in October after our store's inventory, because that is Thursday the 4th, which is weird because most of our inventories have been on like a Tuesday or Wednesday. Usually Tuesday, I think, is when we would have them. But this week, this time they're on a Thursday, and I have off Friday after it. Now, I don't know if they're going to allow overtime afterwards, because once all those counts get finalized, that just shows the stuff that we actually don't have, and then we get slammed with trucks with all that merchandise that we're missing. And sometimes it's not so bad, but other times it's a complete nightmare. And as short-staffed as we are overnight, goodness knows how that's going to go, especially for the weekend for any warehouse items, because those usually will get shipped in the next 2 days. So that would mean it would be on like Saturday, and Saturday is probably one of the worst nights also for call outs, which I'm sure, we're not the only one that goes through that, but it sucks. So it's like, if they offer overtime, I will at least take one day off, because I do need extra money, but we'll see what happens as far as that goes. Now, I was trying to think of something else that I could do ASMR with, and I was like, there's gotta be something sitting around that I totally forgot about, and that I kept forgetting about and putting off using it or whatever. And instead of throwing it out, I can use it. Sure enough, I was reminded very easily at work. Rice. Now, I looked up, and it's easy to dye rice with food coloring and vinegar. But unfortunately, I don't have white rice. I bought brown rice back when it was on clearance to make stuff with, and I never got around to cooking it and making stuff with it. Probably because I was partly lazy, and I wasn't sure. I don't really have any good recipes to make with rice. That's something that I wouldn't mind eating for like 5 days of work straight. And I know it's amazing and like the same with quinoa, when you cook it in chicken bouillon, it makes it even better. But it's like, yeah, but I gotta think of other stuff to put in it to make it good, and I have no idea. Like, I don't know any recipes really with rice. And I pulled a bag out to see what the expiration date. Now, I don't think rice really expires unless like it gets bugs in it, because I've seen that happen before. It didn't have any bugs in it. It's still in the bag. It may have had a couple holes, but surprisingly it was still looked fine. And it's probably still edible, but I don't really feel like taking a chance considering how long it's been sitting in the pantry. So the expiration date was, I believe it was December of last year. So I was like, alright, we'll just use this. And I'm pretty sure it was 2 5-pound bags of brown rice. And they were like $2 each. So I was like, I couldn't pass that up anyway. But at least now it's going to good use. And I did get some food coloring. And I have a few colors made. And the only problem with it being brown rice is the colors aren't that bold. Now, the boldest ones was probably because I bought the regular food coloring and then I bought like the neon colors. And the green, I had to put like 3 doses worth in the bag to make it actually look somewhat green. So I can only imagine how much cooler it would look on actual white rice, but I'm not going to waste money on white rice just to do that when I already have this. Maybe down the road I'll do another batch with white, but for now the purple came out okay, but it doesn't really look purple. It looks like a mauve color, so I'm wondering if maybe the next time I try it, I'll just mix the pink and blue. Now the pink came out pretty bold, and so did the blue. And then once these are dry, I'm gonna have to figure out ways to keep them separated. Like I may just dump them back into plastic baggies, because you're supposed to like mix them up in a baggie with the vinegar and food coloring, like a cup each. So like it's really easy to do. It's just you got to put it in a container after it's mixed, and like kind of spread it out so that it dries, and you wait like about a day or so before you actually start playing with it. And apparently like the color does not bleed on your hands, so that's a good thing. But I did get a little bit of food coloring on my hands. And I'm guessing it was actually the green because it looks yellow. But I mean, it worked out alright. We'll just see what happens when I like start mixing colors and making other stuff with it. And that should make for some interesting ASMR. Now I love doing the foam beads, don't get me wrong. And it was a lot of fun doing it with the glow sticks. And I will definitely do more of that. I actually have a Halloween one planned with those colors, preferably orange, green, and purple, since those seem pretty standard for Halloween. So yeah, other than that, now I was going to do the one poem in a whispering ASMR, but reading over it countless times and trying to fix it, I don't think I'm going to do that, because I don't think it's gonna sound very good that way. I think it'd be better just for me to read it the way it is. This breeze feels good, but I know it's gonna be annoying in the video. Oh well. It just feels nice outside for a change. And not ridiculously hot and humid and uncomfortable. But I'm not gonna drag this out any longer. So I hope you all have a good weekend, and I will see you next week.